and Alex Ovechkin passed up an opportunity for an empty net goal as Aliaksei Protas finished a hat trick Tuesday in Anaheim. And that was a special moment for Aliaksei Protas and Alex Ovechkin, about as selfless as you can be there as he's trying to collect goals and he hands it off to the kid for his first hat trick.
That's a captain for you, right? I think one of the more underestimated, maybe underappreciated things about Alex Ovechkin is his leadership. And he doesn't do it with a rah-rah speech between periods, although he will if he needs to. It's by example, and it's stuff like that. Look at that celebration. This is a guy who is 9 goals from history. He could have made it 8 goals, and instead he passes the puck to Aliaksei Protas to give him his first career hat trick. Guys remember that. Guys see that. Guys now will play for that captain when maybe he needs to be picked up in the playoffs because he's not having his best game. Those are the kind of moments that you can go back to at the end of a run and go, that was where he really grabbed this team and showed some leadership and some inspiration.
You may have noticed, and you'd have no reason to really notice, but a lot of times you will see me asking guys questions after the game, which involves a lot of getting downstairs very quickly when the broadcast comes to an end on the radio side at the end of the game. But T, there's so much value in being there immediately after, and I don't know that there was maybe many more moments than there were in Anaheim on Tuesday of being able to talk to Aliaksei Protas and ask him about the hat trick. And Alexei's a guy who loves to joke around and he'll give you a little nudge in a room or whatever. You could feel and see the emotion on his face of what Alex did for him. It was the first thing that he said when he was asked about the hat trick and was so grateful. He never had one before, obviously, and acknowledging the fact. You see him pointing back to him there immediately as if to say, thank you, right? I mean, that was a special moment. Young guy to the greatest goal scorer of all time said, thanks for helping me out. I mean, you can just feel, you see, look at the emotion on his face there. I mean, you can see it and the moment it happened, and it really carried over to the room. And it was really cool to see in Anaheim the other night.
John, those are the moments right there. And there was a moment, I want to say it might have been the Detroit game or the Seattle game, where it was captured on social. The guy celebrating like peewees on the bench for a Tom Wilson goal. You can see the emotion there. And again, it's one of those moments that, and not that this team needed to be galvanized or to be brought together, but that's just another in a string of moments where you can just see these guys care for each other. And again, at the end of runs, at the end of championship runs, at the end of at off seasons, you can go back and you can kind of point to moments where things took a turn for the better or took a turn for the worse. That right there, I think, if things go the way we hope they're going to go for this team, you can point back at that moment and go, that was a special moment that just underscored how much this team cares for each other and how much their captain, who is got the entire sports world, the eyes are on him. That's an opportunity. That was an opportunity for him to do something to claw one more goal closer to a record we never thought was going to be broken, and instead he gives it to a kid to score his hat trick. It's kind of a nod to the season Alexei's having too.